of course, there we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so I just, sorry about the pause there with the video. I was just saying, I spoke with my brother John this morning before Robbie Robertson passed away, and he said, he's like, why didn't you make a video for Tony Bennett? And I said, well, I didn't make a video for Tony Bennett or Sinead O'Connor. And now Robbie Robertson, we find out, passed away today. And there's many other artists, Ahmad Jamal, that have passed recently. And, you know, sometimes I make the videos when it's at a time that I am, you know, when it's an appropriate time to do it. And if I'm honestly, when I'm not traveling, for example. And I released, when I just heard about Robbie Robertson, I released a video on my Rick Beato 2 channel with Daniel Lanois talking about the Robbie Robertson record, the first self-titled record, and we listened to the song Fallen Angel. And I'm going to play music by all these artists right now. We're going to probably go longer than we normally go. But it was now listening back to it or thinking about Daniel's reaction to it. This is a wonderful song. Let me just start with this before I get to Sinead and Tony Bennett, David Crosby, who I did not acknowledge at the time, and I wanted to. But let me start with Robbie Robertson, and play some music. This is Fallen Angel. I played this for Daniel because it's just a phenomenal track.
Just written in the sand. Sometimes I thought you felt too much, and you crossed into the shadowland, and the river was overflowed, and the sky was fiery red. You gotta play the hand that's dealt you. That's what the old man always said. Fallen angel, cast a shadow against the sun. If my eyes could see the spirit of the chosen one. In my dream, the pipes were playing.
This is
in my dream, I lost a friend.
That's Fallen Angel. It's the first track off Robbie's first solo record that Daniel Lanois produced. And we talk about the song. So if you go to my second channel and you look up Robbie Robertson, my Rick Beato 2, and you can see I just love that song, and I played it for Daniel, who produced it, and we talked about Manu Cachet, who plays the drums on it, and said he just came in and did one take. I think that was the track that he talked about. It's just, I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, just absolutely, the whole record is phenomenally beautiful. It's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't, I can't believe that he was 80 years old. I met Robbie one time in 2005 at the Village Studios out in Los Angeles. He had a room in the second floor. That's where I interviewed Thomas Newman. If you watched the interview that I did, I think that's the only interview that I did at the Village. But Robbie used to have a room that he worked in that was on the second floor. And I met him in the lobby, and I was really stunned when I saw him. I was like, oh my God, Robbie Robertson. He was an incredibly nice guy. But I'm a massive fan. And, he was 80 years old, and these artists are just leaving the earth. Some of them had long lives, like Tony Bennett. Some of them, David Crosby. But Sinead O'Connor was probably my age, I think. Maybe younger than me. And obviously David Crosby was I need to tell people, please don't super chat. I know that you appreciate that you want to give, but please do not send super chats in. Sinead was 56. Okay. I want to play Sinead. I want to play Nothing Compares to You, because that was a massive breakout, and it's a Prince tune, and I don't know if I can play it, honestly. But I'm going to. So if the video gets blocked, we'll see here.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you.
Wow. I want to play more of the song. If the stream gets taken down, then that's why. And that is honestly outrageous if Prince's estate takes it down. That's why I don't make any Prince videos. I would love to have made Prince videos on my channel, but I have not, and that's why. Let's talk about Tony Bennett next. Now it's like, what do you play of Tony Bennett's? There's so much to play. But I thought Tony Bennett and Bill Evans. If you don't know this record, it is unreal. This is My Foolish Heart. Bill Evans on the piano for those of you that don't know jazz.
The scene is set for dreaming. Love's knocking at the door. But oh my heart, I'm reluctant to start. For we've been fooled before. The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart. How white the ever-constant moon. Take care, my foolish heart.
Oh my God.
There's a line between love and fascination. It's hard to see on an evening such as this.
Wow. Oh.
For they both give the very same sensation. When you're lost in the magic of a kiss.
Wow.
Her lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart.
Okay, I just, come on. I hope people are applauding at home for these. This is unbelievable. Now, I started out being depressed with Robbie and Sinead O'Connor, and now I'm psyched when I hear that. That just is unbelievable. Okay? Hold on. I cannot put up with people that say that that's not good singing on here. I just, if anyone thinks that that's not good singing, they really should get it to an audiologist, and maybe they've got some wax buildup or something. But that is some phenomenal singing. And that is some unbelievably phenomenal piano playing to accompany it. That intro, woo, unbelievable. Burt Bacharach. What do you say about Burt Bacharach? There's too many songs to play. When I interviewed Jimmy Webb, if those of you who haven't seen my Jimmy Webb interview, Jimmy Webb, for those of you that don't know, wrote Wichita Lineman, which I did on a live stream probably 6 months ago or so, and which, according to Bob Dylan, is the greatest song ever written. You know what? I didn't even say that to Jimmy when I interviewed him. I think it's one of the greatest songs ever written. So, Wichita Lineman still sounds as fresh as ever. He wrote By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Galveston. He wrote Up and Away that we talked about, that the Fifth Dimension did. MacArthur Park, just brilliant songs. But he idolized Burt Bacharach, because we talked about the chords, and we were talking about the voicings in Wichita Lineman. And it starts out, does the intro, Carol Kate, and then it goes B flat major 7. Then the second chord is F major over A, and he says to me, I said F add 9, and he says F sus 2 over A. And that's a very modern way to think of that. And I said, Jimmy, only you think of things like that. He goes, that's not true. He said Burt Bacharach would call it that too. I said something like that in the video. And I thought about what is a Burt Bacharach song that I could play. And I thought about, there's many songs. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. But one of my favorite songs that Burt and Hal David wrote was this song called The Look of Love.
The look
This is Dusty
of
Springfield.
love is in your eyes. The look your heart can't disguise. The look of love.
Got chills.
The saying so much more than just words can ever say. And what my heart has heard,
Oh.
well, it takes my breath away.
And then the best.
I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arm around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you've got the look of love.
Oh, come on.
It's on your face, a look
Oh, listen to that voicing.
time can erase.
Woo! Come on.
Be mine tonight.
Jeez.
Let this be just the
Come on.
start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait
That
to
turnaround there.
feel my
Hold on. I'm sorry I have to rewind this. I don't mean to kill it, but the turnaround, the line movement that happens just before the chorus, listen.
I can hardly wait to hold.
Come on.
Feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I've found you, don't ever go.
Wow. Wow. This era that is coming to an end with all these artists, David Crosby, Bill Evans, Sinead, Robbie, Burt, and I mean that's just scratching the surface of people we've lost in the last 6 months. It's interesting though that when I play Robbie Robertson, when I play Fallen Angel, I get depressed. When I play this, I'm blown away. It's interesting how the song, like, how could you not just be moved by that? How could you not be moved by all these songs? And who are the people that are going to move these future generations? I don't hear a lot of songs that I'm moved by. Occasionally, I do. But, I just got back from interviewing Kirk Hammett from Metallica. I got back yesterday. I went to see Metallica in New York 2 nights ago, and or whenever it was, Sunday night. 80,000 people in the stadium, and I thought, this is their second night selling it out, and I thought, who are the bands that are going to sell out these stadiums? Who are the people? Who are the artists that are going to sell out these stadiums? Who are they? Who are the artists that are going to replace these artists that I'm that I'm playing here, and it's something to think about, right? I don't have the answers to it, but there is there are some there are artists that are well known out there that can sell out stadiums, but they're not writing songs like this. They're not. There's my God, the days of the songwriters of the Burt Bacharachs and the Jimmy Webbs. Those are really kind of in the rearview mirror, I think. I don't know. So, man, it's weird. Okay, it's just it's some of this is it's I have these mixed feelings, right? Some of the music is uplifting, like playing Fallen Angel, Robbie Robertson, is depressing to me because of maybe it's, I don't know what it is. Is it just because of the musical, because of Daniel Lanois, the production, the ambience in it just has this ache to it, right? It's so beautiful. These just have different. This is what's the beauty of music. It just evokes such different things. When I play the Tony Bennett, the Bill Evans, this. Oh.
The scene is set for dreaming.
Come on.
Love's knocking at.
I just can't help but just rejoice when I hear that. That is amazing. That is unbelievable. When Tony comes in, it's incredible. Just, wow. The intro that Bill plays, man. He sets this, harmonic landscape, just beauty, the voicings, the way it all works together. And then Tony just comes in with the most killing it. Listen to that.
At the door.
Wow.
But oh my heart, I'm reluctant to start. For we've been fooled before.
Listen to that vibrato. Come on.
The night is like a lovely tune.
Oh, man.
Beware my foolish heart.
Now that substitute chord change there, if you're a jazz musician, you just appreciate these things so much. It's when I was interviewing Kirk Hammett, he told me something that I actually knew, that Lars, his godfather, was Dexter Gordon. Dexter Gordon, one of the greatest jazz saxophonists of all time. And because Lars's dad, Kirk told me, was a promoter, jazz promoter. And I thought that was amazing, right? Dexter Gordon is Lars's godfather, was Lars's godfather. Now, how cool is that? Man. But you see how these things just create different vibes? When I put on Sinead, I get depressed, right? On that song, when I put on Nothing Compares to You, I get it's funny because that it's uplifting, but also it's melancholy. And man, so right? It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So I wanted to come on tonight to talk about this. I'm sorry. I see people talking about Tom Verlaine in the comments. There's many people whose passings I missed for whatever reason, and some of the things I don't know if I could play. I'm not. I think I can play Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I want to play a David Crosby tune. I was going to play Guinevere, but I don't want the stream to get taken down, and it very well might get taken down because of playing a Prince song. So if that happens, that's outrageous. I'll just say it, okay? And I don't know what they're thinking, but so that's it. That's it. If you're new here, welcome. If you get a chance, check out my Daniel Lanois video talking about Robbie on my Rick Beato 2 channel. I don't know if you know about that. If you don't, subscribe to that channel, because I have clips that I've put on there that are not, that I have that some of these interviews I'm doing are very long, and I'm going to be putting up more clips there of things that I left out of the interviews that that were complete ideas. The Robbie Robertson segment of the Lanois interview, I tried to shorten the interview. It's still 3 hours long. If you haven't seen that interview, I'm extremely proud of it. And Daniel Lanois is an absolute genius. I wanted to hey Layla, I'm online. Layla, I'm live. So that's it. I got back yesterday from New York, and but I wanted to come on tonight. I don't normally do live streams at 9 o'clock at night Eastern time here, but I thought it was important to talk about. So that's it. Leave your comments on here. I've got a show coming up in Atlanta at the Variety Playhouse on the 28th of September, and then one in New York on the 17th of October. And I hope to meet some of you there. In getting to travel around, I always meet people that I wouldn't have gotten a chance to meet, and it's really wonderful when people say hello. That's it. You guys are the best. Have a great weekend. Sorry I was had that mic muted at the beginning of the stream. It's old man move. I'll see you later. Have a great night.